I'm really excited to be able to share with you guys today my experience with the ultimate bundle from the Rokid Air AR Glasses. This was actually a bundle that's put together by Rokid that allows you to actually have the best experience with these glasses. These are AR glasses that gives you the ability of being on the go, so the ability of having replacement glass, the ability of having a strap for them to keep them on your shoulder. Of course, also using their brand new hub that enables you to power your device as well as connect it to the glasses themselves. Really nice. And last but not least, of course, the ability of connecting it via HDMI as well as wirelessly. So this is my review of the Rokid Air AR Glasses Ultimate Bundle. Let's check it out. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos on the channel. So this is the entire package, and I want to say thank you very much to Rokid for sponsoring this video and sending me out this package to be able to experience and use it for over 2 weeks to be able to share with you guys my experience. Overall, first and foremost you get is the Rokid Air. We have the brand new Rokid Hub. This actually enables us to not only connect them to the glasses but also charge them. And this is going to work great in dock mode enabled on the Nintendo Switch as well as your smartphone. The other thing they also included here is a HDMI to USB C adapter. This one's made by Ugreen, but again, the package includes different components in there. There's also the anti-slip strap. This allows you to actually put those on the glasses so that if you want to take them off, you can just put them straight on your chest and it's not going to fall. So basically like regular glasses, of course. Last but not least, the ability of changing a few cover glasses, the ability of actually going from the standard transparent one that actually comes on the device, which is actually this one on the top, and you're able to replace it with basically an almost blacked out version. And they include the screwdriver that enables us to actually do it. This is not a magnetic or an easy clamp. You do need to use the screwdriver. They do come with 2 additional ones, which is definitely a very nice package. Last but not least is, which I feel like is my favorite feature, is this is the Goovis one. This is a wireless adapter that enables us to connect our PC wirelessly to the glasses, and it enables us to power the devices. So first and foremost, there's the Rokid Air. There's 2 different versions of it. There's the starry gray as well as the red color. So I actually ended up going with the gray color. And what you're getting essentially here, this is the basic package. There's different ultimate packages or different configurations that Rokid makes this system available. So it depends on what you're looking for, and each component that I'm looking at here or I'm sharing with you guys can be used with this, again, depending on the package that you end up picking up. But in the box, you get this nice real carrying case. Very good. You have the R for Rokid, of course, and it does have a nice little strap there in case you want to hang it. Pretty easy. We have the cable, a USB C 3.1 cable that with the basically the 90-degree angle cable that you'll notice has the glasses logo on it. So this connects to the back of the glasses, and of course the other one connects directly to your system or to the attachment that we're talking about. There's a nice little cleaning cloth that they include in the package. As you can see, I've been using it for the last couple of weeks, so that's why it has a little bit of a like fingerprints on that. So, but you can definitely clean it very easily just using the cloth package that they include in here. These are screwed in. This is the piece that we're able to replace. The glasses themselves are very easy. They do come with the nose bridge already pre-assembled. You're able to configure it to your preference. There's a couple of options here to be able to adjust the images on there to get that actually configured correctly. A proximity sensor here that enables you to actually turn on and turn off the device once you're in there. So if you take them off and you're not using them, it actually does shut off. There are basically speakers and microphones on the right and left side, and there is a button that's present here on the right side of the glasses themselves to be able to change 4 different levels of brightness on the display. I like the fact that they do have some nice cushioning here on the back as well, so over the ears while you have them sitting there, there is some comfort options here in the back as opposed to some of the other options on the market. Last but not least is that USB-C connector that is standard USB-C cable, but it is 3.1, and they do provide one with the one that works with the system. The glasses themselves, very easy. There are 2 displays, 2 micro displays in there. At the bottom, you can see them right there, and they kind of transfer over to the glasses in the front, reflecting and of course aligning them straight directly to our vision. And when you put them on, they basically look like regular glasses, although I ended up going with the total blackout because I wanted to get the screen color, or at least the brightness of the display, to look the best. If you use the transparent one, it is going to look good, but you're still going to be able to see through it, so this makes it a little bit more personal. The next adapter that we're going to talk about is the Ugreen adapter. This one is an HDMI to USB C adapter, so it enables you to basically connect this to any HDMI output. This is an HDMI male cable. It'll connect to your output, so I've been going to show you guys a couple of demos on that one, and it connects over the USB C cable. If you do need to provide it power, it does require a micro USB connection in the back. Now this one did not come with it. I've been using it with my own, and for me, when I connected it to my PC, it was actually pretty simple. I used a micro USB to connect in here to provide power from one of my USB ports on my laptop, and with this one I ended up basically connecting to the HDMI out, and of course the glasses directly here, and it worked perfectly fine. There's no question that this is easy, and this is again will work with any system that has HDMI output and you're able to provide power to the Ugreen adapter. Very simple, very easy, and connects directly into the USB cable. And again, this is one of the options that you get with the bundle, so you're able to connect it with almost anything. Anti-slip straps are very simple. They're basically just two connectors that you're able to put directly on the glasses, and then when you have them on, it's able to hang directly on your neck if you're not using them. And of course, you can keep them on. If you don't want them, you can put them back in the box. The other option, as I mentioned to you guys, that they talked about or they shared with us here is these nice little options, the ability of actually replacing the glass. Now, the ones that come in here, the brand new one, obviously have some plastic on them. This is the one I removed straight from the Rokid Air, and they do include a basically a screwdriver to be able to remove the actual screws. They're positioned straight in. They're basically positioned a screw right here and right here on the side, and the way you access them is by going straight from the back. So you can definitely see the screwdriver will just mount, and you're able to basically unscrew and screw it back on and then position it. So unfortunately, no on-the-go kind of replacement, but for the most part, I like to keep them directly with the total blacked out shades. But again, you have the option of going with this one, which kind of blacks out the top where the glasses are, and it keeps everything visible at the bottom in case you want to be a little bit more aware of your surrounding, and again, depending on the experience. Very nice and very easy, and I love the fact that it is customizable to that effect, and they include everything that you need from keeping them on your shoulder to keeping them looking the way you want. So the best way obviously would be an example of like this. I'm working, I'm doing something like that, I want to take the glasses off. You can keep them connected and put them down straight down, and if you want to be able to put them back on, just take off your glasses and go ahead and put them back on. Now, as you can see, the one I decided to go with is basically fully blacked out, so you can't even see my eyes. And then for me, the only thing I can pretty much see is straight into the glasses themselves and a little bit more of a positioning down. The glasses are so blacked out that it's actually reflecting more of my chest, so I can see Goku's face directly in the glasses when I'm looking forward. But as far as the configuration, pretty straightforward. It will be positioned right here on the left side of the actual glasses. So it's always going to be connected in here, and it does come with that 90-degree angle. So the cable will never have any tension kind of being pulled, so it's not going straight up. The other side is a straight cable, and this one is going to be basically connecting to your device or to the adapters or whatever system that you're connecting to get video out. The last two parts of the Ultimate Bundle include the Goovis wireless connector. Now, this is going to be a wireless connection option to be able to connect our system directly into, let's say, a PC, or even actually, depending on the version of iOS that you have, this should also work with iPhones, but unfortunately I don't have that working for me. That's why I wasn't able to demo it for you guys in this video. Overall, it supports an HDMI out as well as a USB-C type out. So this is going to be how we connect it directly into our Rokid. But if you do end up getting this works really nice, especially for other things. If you want to make a wireless connection, let's say to your TV, this becomes very nice. You connect your TV directly in here. This will provide the video output as well as the audio. And then of course, all of this is connected wirelessly with the PC, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. There's basically a power bank built in here. This is actually essentially a power bank, and this is just a module for it. Once you put it on, we have 4 bars to tell us power, and then of course I can double press the power button and turns it off. USB-C here is going to be the way we charge this. This is just a power input, so that's how we power it from here. And the last one I want to talk to you guys about is obviously the Star, and I feel like it's one of the best options that they've included. Some of the other glasses that I've seen on the market that I've used and I've tested have always had one concern for me, is the ability of basically extending the battery life of how long I'm able to use my device with it connected. Because when you're connecting it to a smartphone, the smartphone ends up basically powering not only the system, but also the display on the glasses, therefore draining the battery a lot faster. What we get here essentially is 2 USB-C connections input. One of them is power, that's going to be the one on the left. Obviously it's interchangeable since it's USB-C. And then the other one is going to be going to the glasses. So you connect your cables accordingly in here. And what I love about this is this actually works as a portable hub for our Nintendo Switch, allowing us to actually have a wireless basically using the Rokid Air glasses with the basically a Nintendo Switch or even our smartphone, and still be able to power it at the same time. Now, as far as the smartphone experience, there's going to be one requirement to be able to use this on your smartphone. Your device needs to support video output, which unfortunately means Pixel devices are not supported. They don't support any video output at all. If your device supports just screen mirroring, I'm able to basically plug in my device into, let's say, USB-C to HDMI adapter and connect it to a display, and you can see your display. this is going to work perfectly great for you guys. So the way I was testing it, obviously we had the S22 Ultra. We obviously also had here my Xperia 1 Mark IV. They all support it. And last but not least is the brand new Oppo Find N2. This is a device, I put out a video for it also on the channel. And one of the other options obviously was the Z Fold 4. So essentially most devices that feature video output. So if you know your device supports it, this is obviously going to be the best. Now on your phone, all you do is connect the cable directly into the bottom of the phone, and on the top you connect this one straight into the AR glasses. Again, you do need to put your finger on the sensor here for them to turn on. You'll notice right there, it turns the application on its own directly and it says connected. Now there's a couple of options. There's AR mode and connected mode. There is obviously the community tab, the app tab, the AR, and of course mail and profile that you're able to customize. So once the application's turned on, for the most part, you have basically a back button and a home button directly, and think of it as kind of like a laser pointer directly within the AR experience. If for any reason it ever loses sync, just hit the reset button and it'll align it directly to where it is. We do have a couple of options here. We have basically locking the screen, taking a screenshot, starting video recording, and turning on 3D mode, which I want to talk to you guys a little bit about when it comes down to basically the AR experience in there. But otherwise, pretty much straightforward. You connect it through or whatever different system that you're using, configure your eyesight. Once you have it set, you pretty much set it and forget it. Speakers are outside, the microphone, everything is ready to go, and you're able to basically launch into the AR experience that's built in within the AR app. Now the launcher is actually pretty straightforward. We have a bar at the bottom, basically giving us the experience of going in with the recents application, opening up the app drawer, and you can jump into different experiences. If you want to be able to do the mirrored, basically screen mirroring on your smartphone, you can jump into that directly. There's a button for it. Otherwise, there is basically a theater mode, video mode, and of course an image viewer to be able to see content from your phone and share content from there. The theater is pretty much as straightforward. It's a browser-based configuration that enables us to log in, let's say, to Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, and so on, to be able to get our accounts set up, and we can get that mobile experience going on. Basically an easy mobile experience, but it's controlled within the Rokid AR app. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So you do need to log back into it. This is different than the apps that are built into your smartphones. Although you're easily able to jump in directly if you have the app already in there, jump into phone mode, directly launch the application, and then let it go. The only thing I would probably say at that point, obviously, is it's going to be mirroring the display that you have in there. Now, there is a few apps that you're able to download. I was able to download one of them and get them to install on my device, and of course get that experience. It's a little bit of a different version that's what's available on the Google Play Store, I'll say that. And once you have that set up, you basically get an AR experience where you're looking at kind of a dashboard in front of you and the game is running a little bit lower and you have to kind of look lower, and that's really where the 3D experience comes in. You are able to basically pin things within that experience when you turn that feature on within the Rokid Air into the space, so that if you look around, the actual experience becomes very static. So if I put it in front of me, I can turn, and then basically it doesn't turn with me. And of course I can turn that off and go back more of a 2D experience. You're able to adjust the display by size as well as distance. That's the other thing, to put that directly with the AR app. It doesn't do that when you're using it with the screen mirroring. The screen mirroring is pretty much just reflecting what's in the display. My son loved it. Obviously, he was playing Fortnite. He was playing basically Brawl Stars with it. Of course, it works just as easily. Again, as long as your smartphone supports it. For me, I was using it with the ROG Phone 6, the Red Magic 6 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. The Oppo Find N2, I was using it directly with my Xperia 1 Mark IV. And of course, Samsung devices for the most part supported. I think on the S and the Note series always supported. I'm not sure on the A series. So again, overall, this is going to be a simple, easy to use. If you want to use it with your computer, wirelessly connected, all of that stuff works great. But make sure, if you're at least checking something out, make sure to get the AR, the new hub that they released, because this actually gives you the ability of actually getting that experience on your mobile device for an extended amount of time. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I'm hoping that you found something here that basically appeals to you when it comes down to glasses and experiences. These are going to be obviously great paired with a smartphone, with a PC, with a device that's able to project a video over USB C. That's going to be one of the biggest requirements. And if your system, you want to be able to try to do it wirelessly, this is going to work great. And this hub actually works really nice because it provides a lot of options as well. Not just the USB C video output, but it also gives us HDMI. I want to say thank you very much to Rokid for sponsoring this video and providing me these samples to be able to use and experience them for over 2 weeks, and of course share with you guys my experience. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of the new Rokid Air, and have you used AR glasses before? Is this something that's on the horizon for you guys, since prices for these technologies now are starting to drop and they're becoming more and more affordable and much easier to use. I mean, these guys are really light, easy to go, and they come with a case. You're pretty much set to go out of the box. This is TK. I'll see you in the next video.